special, the day we all look forward to. It is coming up at midnight, but I was really thrilled to see that Andrew and his team have made this collection one of our monthly specials for the month of August. If you watch any of our shows together, you know this is one of my absolute all-time favorites. It's your choice of Fruit Full, including 14 powerful fruit extracts: bilberry, blackberry, blueberry, acai, cranberry, and so many more, or cruciferous extracts, things like broccoli and kale and red cabbage and so much more. I love this. We very rarely get an opportunity to talk about it, but it's something I swear by every single day. It's again that idea, Andrew, that we're doing the best we can for ourselves, and this is an investment in our health.
And this is another opportunity to differentiate how, at my company, we go about making a product versus what you'll see in typical vegetable drinks or typical fruit drinks or fruit powders and pills or capsules, whatever they might be. That most companies, what they do, because it's really cheap to do this, they simply put dried fruit or dried vegetables in a capsule. That means you're getting the carbohydrate, the calories, all of the components that come with eating the fruit. So you might as well eat the fruit and vegetable, which of course is the most important thing I encourage everyone to do. It's oftentimes very expensive, not very practical. It might not be the kind of things we like to eat. Cruciferous vegetables are without question the healthiest vegetables. They're also without question the least consumed healthy food in America. So it's sort of a horrible irony that the healthiest fruits, the healthiest vegetables are the things we tend to avoid. But the way we go about making this product isn't just drying some fruit and drying some vegetables and throwing them in a capsule. What we do for each and every ingredient, which there is over 15 in the Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts, and there's 8, I believe, in the cruciferous extracts, cruciferous vegetable extracts, what we do is each ingredient is targeted for its most important protective compound that has been established by the science and research. So the gift that Mother Nature has that's most important in each of these fruits or vegetables, say glucosinolates and sulforaphane in cruciferous vegetables, things like anthocyanins and polyphenols in fruits, we concentrate down to that. So if you're looking at something like blueberry extract or bilberry extract that are in our Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts, those dried fruits can cost a couple of dollars a pound. If you're buying a standardized extract concentrated for, say, 24 or 35% anthocyanins, it now becomes a few $100s a pound. And the same thing goes for the cruciferous extracts. So what we do is we make sure we treat each and every ingredient as if it was the only ingredient in the formula, and not like it's some dried fruit or veggie, but it's some specific botanical ingredient designed to deliver the most important protective compound that was designed in nature to give you its protective benefits. So that's how, and if there's something, Adam, if you could do me a favor, I can't do it here, but if you just take a little scoop, because, what we've also done, there's a 600 serving here.
Yes.
And the 600 serving, you've already done it. The 600 serving is powdered. So whether you want, and each tastes delicious, even the cruciferous veggie extracts taste delicious. Is that the cruciferous veggies on my left?
Yes, it is.
And what's fascinating about that, it looks almost as rich and dark as the Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts. The reason why it is because of the red cabbage extract that not only contains glucosinolates, it also contains anthocyanins. So a tiny little scoop, the equivalent of a capsule, makes those drinks, so a tiny, tiny little scoop, as you can see, makes those drinks that dark. And if you put a scoop of the Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts into that big pitcher of water, everyone could see how dark it becomes. And that's because this is just not a little bit of dried fruit. These are standardized extracts. So it's delivering you levels of the protective compounds that are hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of times higher than you would have gotten from the fruit you were eating. So, and as you can see that little scoop, it almost looks like chemicals. It doesn't look like something that could be happening from nature. And then when you stir it, it's more than a gallon of water there. When you stir that, you'll just see how potently it colors the water. And in a matter of a few minutes, it gets darker and darker and darker. But and to look at the other one there, just to its right, that's from cruciferous extracts. So it just shows you how when you manage Mother Nature with respect, and you take nature and you respectfully blend it with science, or marry it is probably a better way to say, with science, you can create some remarkable, remarkable products. And unfortunately, the bulk of the products on the market that are these types of products are nothing more than dried fruit or dried veggies, with all the sugar and all the other things you don't want, the calories you don't want. What you're talking about here are just the beneficial ingredients you see.
For so many of us, we don't eat enough fruits, or we don't eat enough of the wonderful cruciferous vegetables that are out there. That's why I selected this several months ago. To be honest, more than a year and a half ago. One of the very first products that I picked up when I started to work with Andrew was this, because I wasn't treating myself the way I should do. I wasn't eating the variety of cruciferous vegetables or fruit that I should be. So what Andrew's been able to do is cram all of those really super ingredients into this. So I take one per day, and for me, I love the way that it makes me feel, because I know I'm doing something good for myself. I want to elaborate on something, because this is pretty new tonight. We do have the capsule version available, so you can choose the caps in 30, 60, 180, or 360, but then launching tonight is this brand new 600 serving, which is what I was just using, with the tiny scoop, and that, of course, allows you to add it to anything and everything that you so desire. But look, I take the little capsule, so let me just show you what that looks like. Teeny tiny, every single day. I'll take one of the cruciferous and I'll take one of the fruitful. It's a no-brainer. It really is, and so cost effective. Andrew, you and I often talk about, and I know you are very passionate about diet and doing the best that we can. Sometimes it's hard to source this wonderful variety of foods.
I mean, I am very focused on my diet. I am very focused on trying to eat cruciferous vegetables whenever I can, or fruits and berries. Sometimes I don't always succeed. I'll travel a lot, certainly not the last few months traveling a lot, but it's something that, this is the insurance, and that's what a dietary supplement is supposed to be. It's not supposed to substitute for a healthy diet. The way I look at it, it's supposed to supplement your diet, but also it should serve as a reminder. And you could, especially the powder, if you look at the pricing on the powder, for 360 servings at $79.90 for these ingredients, which many cost hundreds of dollars a pound, is an incredible price. But to think you get 240, the equivalent of 240 capsules more in the 600 serving size, and it was only $20 more. So the 600 serving powder is an incredible bargain. And you don't have to mix it with water. You can mix it with a smoothie. You can mix it with any kind of, I'll put the Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts without thinking into my oat bran or my oatmeal. You could put it in yogurt. So the Fruit Full AntiOxidant Extracts tastes great. Surprisingly enough, even the cruciferous veggie extract tastes really nice. It has kind of a mild, a little bit of a kind of a nutty flavor or something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really have that cruciferous flavor you'd expect. So it's either one of these go perfectly with any of the healthy things you might be doing at home. And the bargain that it represents to get 600 servings, because now you're talking about, again, barely over a dime a serving for a product of mine that I used to always have to apologize for how expensive it was. And that's a little over 10 cents a serving. So it's affordable as a monthly special in the capsules. It's incredibly affordable as the powder.
I'm going to take mine in my to-go cup over here to our next item. I've got my glass of Fruit Full. I'm not going to let it go to waste. We are about 35 minutes away from the